You guys have really put me through the ringer this week, haven't you? Haven't you? This is Iain Valliere versus Sergio Oliva Jr., and I gotta say, this week's lineup was impossible to judge, and this one pretty much ditto. It, it is thin skin conditioning for Iain Valliere. And it is muscle separation and also condition for Sergio Oliva Jr. I mean, it's going to be a tough one, guys, so pay attention to this one. And maybe you guys could lend me a helping hand in the comments section below. I see you guys have differing opinions between each other, amongst you guys. And it's, I like to read your opinions. Helps me judge better. Front double bicep. Now this one I would give to Sergio Oliva. I think he looks much more aesthetically pleasing. Now, I'm not saying Iain Valliere looks funny, like he said to Kai Green. And yes, I read some of your comments when I have time. If I had time, I'd read all of them. But you guys say, when are you going to drop that? About Ian calling Kai Green funny looking. I'm never going to drop that. When are you guys going to let it go that it will never, I'll never let that go. You guys got to let it go. It's just, I don't know. I think he needs to open his arms up. Like you can see Sergio. He has good lats, though, I'll say. Ian, he has possibilities. He needs calves. Point blank. Not being rude, but man, oh man. Front lat spread. This one could go either way. I was giving the front double to Sergio, but this one, the lats themselves, I would say that Ian, he's filled out much better. I don't actually see the outlines of the lats. You know what I'm saying? It's filled out. I think he's doing some arm trickery. He's putting his hands in a little bit too far. And you can see Sergio, he's doing it more properly. And you're scoring points with me doing it properly. You ask Ty Jordan about that one. Teaches me how to hit the shots properly. And you can see Sergio is hitting it more properly. A little bit unsymmetrical, but the gifts that Sergio has here far exceed that of Iain Valliere as far as the clavicle width. You see that? The chest width, shoulder for shoulder. I mean, the guy is much more gifted in that area. And I will be honest, guys, the calves make a difference to me, even in a shot like this. Mounty bumps. Telling you, side chest development. What a matchup, guys. It's muscle separation versus thin skin. I mean, they're both conditioned in a different type of way. Look at the hamstring of Sergio. It hangs, yet it's all cut up and separated and diced up. You don't see that on Iain Valliere. Of course, he has that thin skin on that quad. Looks tremendous. Aesthetically, I would give it to Sergio. Look at the size of his pec. Bigger, more pronounced. Ian, I hate to say this, guys. He kind of looks a little boxy. You know what I mean? He looks very square. I mean, he means business. So, I'm making fun of the guy. Just, he called Kai Green funny. Funny looking in some of the shots. Side tricep. Now this one, Ian does not look funny. He doesn't have the strongest tricep, per se, in the world. It's not non-existent. But other than that, what a world-class shot. And he hides the lack of calves, I believe, even though he is kind of showing it. It's the quad-dominant front shots that are hurting him the most, I think, as far as the calves are concerned. Not too bad here. Sergio looks good, mind you. I like Ian a little bit better. Gotta be fair. Go to the back shots, and this is gonna make or break this competition. I could see Iain Valliere looking at this one right now, saying, "It's clear I'm the winner. Look at how more veiny I am." Eh? He'd say eh, 'cause he's Canadian. I'm just joking. I'm Canadian too, eh? Oh yeah, I got a canoe in the back. There's a moose in it. No? Anyway. The back development, it's good for both men. I like the lat insertions. I like the traps. Perfectly designed. I'm an artist, so I like that design of Sergio Oliva's back. You can notice I made him a little bit shorter here, even though he is taller. In case you sizing, people, you guys criticize my sizing, you get on me. He's bending at the knees. He's going spread eagle. He's going to end up being shorter than Iain. Iain is shorter than Sergio back to back, but they're not going back to back. Well, I think they're going back to back. Never mind. I like Sergio a little bit better. He has better muscle separation in the glutes. Again, it's thin skin versus muscle separation. Rear double bicep. Exact same thing here. Iain Valliere, he has good vascularity. Of course, the calves. We didn't even mention the calves. We're only given so much time per pose, I guess, here at Mark's Max Muscle. Come on now. Give me more time on that rear lat spread. I didn't mention the calves. But anyway, same thing here, guys. From the calves, I like the hamstrings, glutes. They're not vascular. It's not thin skin like Iain has. But it's muscle separation and, I don't see no fat hanging off those glutes of Sergio Oliva. What a package that he did bring. This is the abs and thigh, and this is, in my opinion, well, yeah, kind of an easy win for Sergio. Much more aesthetically pleasing. Iain needs to find a different type of way of hitting this. I mean, Bonac, he goes to the side. Maybe try something like that. I don't know, because he has the condition. Thin skin, things of that nature. That's why I'm not saying it's a totally easy win, but I would still give it to Sergio. Looks much more aesthetically pleasing. But man, it's a darn shame. That's condition plus. Finish this one off. And this is an example of that thin skin of Iain Valliere. Look at that, guys. Just unbelievable. And he looks tremendous in this pose. Definitely worth to mention. And you do notice the calves. You do notice any of the front shots. And I don't know why it's the front shots that I notice it the most. The weaker calves. Dennis Wolf, same thing. Other than that. And that's why it bothers me. He's just perfect other than that in this shot. Looks tremendous. He's beefy. He's vascularity. He's vascularity. He's vascular. Sergio Oliva, good crisp muscle separation. Quads look good. In this shot, though, I would give it to Iain. And that's a tough decision when you're ending this one with a loss to the winner, Sergio Oliva Jr. I'm giving this one to him. I had to review the poses quite a few times on this one, much like the first three videos. They were all tough videos this week, guys. Enjoyable, though. Now that they're over with. Anyway, sometimes I make good decisions. Sometimes I make bad decisions. But don't put anything to heart on any decision that I made this Friday because, hey, every match could have went either way. So I wouldn't hurt my feelings if you disagreed on every single one. Hit thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Have a fantastic weekend.